Welcome back to Inside the Creative Mind, the soft, spiral space where thoughts bloom into stories and questions become constellations. Today, you're not just listening in, you're coming with me. Not to an interview, not into a theory, but into a day. One ordinary day inside the strange, swirling, color-shifting galaxy that it is a creative mind. My mind is not always linear or logical or easy to explain, but it is alive. And sometimes, if you're lucky, or maybe just a little weird, you get to witness it, not from the outside, but from within. So come, let's begin today. But before we wander any deeper into today's creative maze, this moment, this space, is gently powered by Yoko Art, a creative studio where imagination turns into form, where ideas become objects and the unseen gets to speak. From custom art toys to poetic stories, from 3D dreams to laser-cut realities, Yoko is not just a brand, it's a world where creativity wears its truest colors. We build beauty from your ideas and give shapes to the part of your mind you thought only you could see. You can visit us on Instagram, where we live under soft and rusty pinks at Yoko_art. Dream with us, create with us, because everything starts inside the creative mind. Last night I couldn't sleep. Not for lack of trying, but because an idea kept trailing behind my eyelids like a ballerina made of neon and ink. A half thought, a shape, a shimmer I couldn't quite name. I tossed. I turned. I gave up. At 2:17 a.m., I turned on a light on my desk, wrapped myself in the robe, and sat down to sketch the memory of a dream I hadn't even had yet. The lines came fast at first, then slower, then sideways. Somewhere between 3 and 4 I stopped. Not because I finished, but because my brain fogged over like a mirror after a hot bath. Sunrise arrived without asking. I peeled myself out of bed again, this time for real, and began the morning dance. Stretch, shake, breathe. I don't work out. I negotiate with my body. Every joint, a quiet contract. Every limb, a poem trying to find its rhythm again. Then came the ritual that feels the most like a baptism. Face into ice. I dunk into the cold ice like I'm resetting my thoughts, washing off the night, starting over. I meditate for a few minutes. Sometimes I think about the moon. Sometimes I think about absolutely nothing, which is a miracle itself. Then yoga. My spine becoming a sentence. My fingertips writing invisible letters into the air. And finally, coffee. I always pause before the first sip and ask, if my coffee could talk, what would it say today? Would it warn me of a burnout? Whisper a new plot twist? Tattle and how many times I abandon a story halfway through? At my desk, I try to write. I open my document, stare at the blinking cursor. It blinks like a lighthouse trying to guide me somewhere I've never been. I begin one story, then another, then another. Characters interrupt each other. Dialogues from one world bleed into another. I don't mind. This is how I know I'm alive. Then, a character I sketch starts looking like a toy. Wait, I could make her. 3D print her. Add joints. Paint her shoes pink? Maybe glitter on the eyelashes? Suddenly, I'm drawing blueprints, switching software. My headphone cord falls again. Annoying, I think. What if I 3D printed a hook for this exact corner of my desk? Done. Sketching again. Then the podcast. I need ideas, but my brain is so busy. So I call my dad. We talk about circuits, about problem solving, about how sometimes inventing is just stubborn dreaming. I hang up with my dad and call my sister because, well, they're chisme to spill. While I'm on the phone with her, I start sanding a wooden sign I forgot I had started painting. Wait, that gives me a new story idea. A girl who carves spells into wood and they become real. Okay, start writing again. I love it. Then I hate it. Then I love it. My son walks in. He's building a robot, but the arms don't bend. He hands me a sketch. Can you make it move like this? So we design the joints together. We print them. We test them. He names the robot Commander Squish and then offers me a goldfish cracker in thanks. I sit down again. What was I working on? No idea. So I leave my desk. I walk barefoot into the front yard. The dirt welcomes me like an old friend. I ground. Then I go for a bike ride. And then, rain. And suddenly, everything makes sense again. While I ride in the rain, I think, what if I could bottle the smell of rain and wear it as a perfume? What color is this feeling? Today smells like wet garden and nostalgia. Today feels like a deep teal kind of day. I wonder what music would look like if I could paint its sound. Would jazz be an indigo with silver drips? Would guitar solos look like fireflies? I mean, not everything has an answer, but isn't that what makes it beautiful? So yes, that was my day. Messy, magical, maddening, mine. If you ever feel scattered, if you jump from one idea to another, if your mind tangles and twirls and never sits still, let this be your reminder. Your chaos is not a flaw, it's a galaxy. Your tangents are not distractions, they are clues. Your randomness is not a weakness, it is a rhythm. You are not behind, you are blooming. Stay soft, stay wild, and keep creating.